Bonjour, bonsoir, buenos dias, buenas noches. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today we're going to be doing a review of Catfish, okay? And it was recently my birthday, February. So I was on a little bit of a vacation, social media break and all that stuff. I wasn't posting really much of anything except things on my main channel, which is D.Samore Reacts. And I was posting more so pre-recorded things that I had. But other than that, like on my TikTok, which is Samore's World, and my other social media like Instagram, and here I wasn't really posting anything as you saw. And so with that being said, like I said, it was my birthday, but you know, and I was on vacation, so that's why this is a little bit late. But normally we should be pretty consistent as far as posting on, you know, either the day or the day after. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into it, y'all. Let's dive on in. So Neve, he was working with his wife now because Cammy, she's doing some other things. I did see that she's on a show called X on the Beach or something like that. So, and I actually have been watching that show. It's pretty interesting. I'm a little behind in catching up. So that's not something I would actually go ahead and record. Plus, I don't want to put too many into, you know, what I'm doing. Since right now I'm doing Basketball Wives, I'm doing Catfish, I'm also doing The Secret, Help I'm in a Secret Relationship, and I'm going to be doing Power once that starts in a couple of days. So we got a lot going on, y'all. We definitely ramping it up for this little season that's going on, you know, Pisces season. How long does that last, right? But anyway, so they talked about this guy. His name is Malcom. He fell for this girl. They were both grieving together, and she like always had his back. She was his rider, you know what I'm saying? He even wrote her letters, and she lives in Jacksonville, and he had to eventually leave Georgia because he had to go to Florida, and their connection started slowing down after that. She was mad about the fact that he left, but it's like, why are you mad if you haven't even met this guy in person? Like, that was a little weird to me. Like, you've been talking virtually all this time. Like, what's the big problem? So he said that he did recently move back. He tried to reconnect, but it seems now like she's playing some kind of games with him because she's like always too busy for him. She keeps on canceling things, and she asked him for money. You know, that's always a red flag when they start asking you for money. But she so she pretty much like kind of is ghosting him at this point. So yeah, he did admit that he'd been in trouble a few times with the law or whatever, but he's a changed man. He's doing his thing now, and he's trying to get on, you know, the straight and narrow. They was sending each other pictures through Snapchat. She didn't really send him that many. It was more like general photos that, you know, like when you have an Instagram and you show photos and you show everybody, like, you know, these are the ones that I'm going to show the world. Like, you get the world pictures. You don't get the exclusives, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like that was kind of going. And the photos, like I said, those were the main photos that he said that he had. So they started doing their investigation, and at one point she had sent him a photo by accident of some girl named Kylie, or Kylery, I think it was, and that's her best friend, she claims. But they're starting to think like, okay, maybe that's actually her, but she put it out there like, oh, what you think about this girl, you know, because that's what she kind of asked him to, because maybe it was her, but she didn't want him to know that it was actually her, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, how does girl look, and put it out there to see, like a hypothetical type of situation, and if he say the wrong thing, like, we're going to pull back because he don't like her, you know what I'm saying? So they were starting to think that that could have been possibly what was going on. She didn't have any social media when they tried to look for her. It seemed like all her stuff was like either gone or deactivated or whatever. But Kylery did come up when they put in the Cash App. Her name had came up with Missy's face. So that was pretty interesting for them. Like, what's going on? Maybe it's the same person. They're starting to more so think that it's probably the same person. And so they tell him everything that they learned. And then they just finally go ahead and they're like, you know what, let's just reach out to her. This will be the best way to do everything. When they spoke on the phone, she kind of seemed like she was overwhelmed. But she did respond pretty quickly. And then she said that she didn't want him to see her, whatever, or meet on the first day. She actually wanted to speak to them first. So she told him, like, come to Georgia, but not to my house. I don't want him to come to my house either. Y'all can come to my friend's house. They end up pulling up to the friend's house, and lo and behold, is the same chick called Kylery that, you know, was the one that she accidentally sent the picture of. So now his wife is just like Laura is just like, yeah, I think that it's the same person, you know, at this point. And then when she answers the door, she says that Missy left because she was nervous. She didn't know what to do, but you know, she's gonna try to talk to her and see how she can do this. I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all made these people come all the way over here for what? You know what I mean? Like, they're real relaxed and chill, but honestly, I'd have been annoyed that, like, my time got wasted at the end of the day. It's like they drove, I mean, I don't know how far of a distance it is from where they was, but at the end of the day, they drove from wherever they was, wasted gas, time, resources, and everything else. I mean, I guess it makes for a good show, but in real life, like, I would have been pissed off that you just made me do all this, and then you gonna say that you left? Like, I'd have been like, nah, get her back on the phone. I'm waiting right here. Like, we don't play that. That's crazy to me. So, I think that Nev working with his wife is pretty cool because I'm pretty sure he's always on the road so much that they don't get to have like sexy time. They have little kids and stuff like that, or a little kid. I don't remember if they have more than, yeah, they have two. So, you know, they have little kids and stuff like that. A new baby, well, probably not a baby anymore, but all those things. So it's like they probably don't get to have as much sexy time or travel time, date nights. So this gives them a chance to kind of travel together, be together all the time, you know, get a little sexy time, get in at night, you know, without having to worry about taking care of a baby and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, so Kylery asked them to call her. They went ahead and called her, and she says, like, okay, she was able to get her friend to Missy to agree to everything, and she will be there. So they're like, can we bring Malcom this time around? Because I mean, at this point, it's like, come on, you know, you already wasted her time once, let's just do this. So she agrees. She says yes, that Malcom can come through, and they just pick him up. He was cleaned up real nice too. He was looking good. Yeah, he was looking real good. And he ended up going, you know, he went in the car. They went over to the place. First, they go to the door, and the same girl answers the door. They give her a Hennessy, you know, because she did kind of say it in a joking way, but they actually came through with the Hennessy in hand. So now she's like, you know what, can you go to the back? Because right here is not too private. And surprisingly, the actual girl from the photo, Missy, was there in the back. So that was pretty cool to see and surprising, because the way things was playing out, it wasn't looking like that was going to happen, you know? And so now, okay, they got her, they talking. She's like, this is the reason why I didn't want them to come. He's like, why did you do this? Like, why do we have to go through all this? And she's like, are you serious right now? Like, you gonna really stand there and act like you don't know what's going on? She's like, he owes me money. They're like, wait, what? He said that you asked him for money. She's like, he owes me money. He said he was having a tough time. I gave it to him, and it's been over a year, and I still haven't gotten this money back. So they're like, okay, how much is it? $500. Like, damn, bro. It's been over a year, and you couldn't give her like installments or something. You couldn't give her like $50 a week. You know, you would have been paid off before the year was done. If you would have did it like that, or $100 a week, we would have been done in 5 weeks, you know, a little over a month. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking good, you looking fresh, you look like your hair, unless you got some connection, somebody that you know, like you're paying to get your hair done, you got some new fresh looking clothes, like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? So I see why she's frustrated and she's upset. So that's the reason why she stopped effing with him, because she feels like he's not trustworthy. So she also mentioned that she looked through like his comments and stuff like that, and she noticed that he's getting a lot of female attention, and she's like, I'll share my lip gloss before I share my man. Like, what's up? I was like, okay, bro, I see you. High five to that one. Let it be known what you do, what your boundaries are. Okay. But yeah, so that's part of the reasons why she said that she was like ghosting him or whatever. He says that he loves her. He wants to be with her. He'll do anything to try to make it work. They were sitting down in the house, and she was like, well, you got to suck my big toe. And like, I'm like, is she joking or is she serious? Everybody's looking at her like, wait, what? And she was like, that will show me that you will do anything. Suck my big toe. And she proceeds to start taking off her shoe and stuff. They went to commercial, but I think he actually did it because even though they didn't show the foot licking, sucking type of thing, you know, maybe they had to cut that out because it's a family show, kind of, sort of, but not really. You know, they didn't want to put too much on the TV, but yeah, because even Neve and Laura was kind of like, dang, like I can't believe, you know, that really happened. So on national TV. So yeah, and when there was a comment that she said that made me feel like he did it was that, well, maybe he does that to everybody. Like, that doesn't really impress me because he probably does, maybe he just has a thing to do that, you know? But I guess he did it to show, to profess his love for her. I mean, damn. He did say he wants to marry her, move forward with her and everything. So, I mean, they're going to be doing a whole lot more than toe sucking. I'm pretty sure he probably going to be doing some grocery shopping, if you know what I mean. If you're willing to do that. I mean, you ain't asked if her feet was clean. I'm just saying. Anyways, so she does seem like she was very attracted to him at that point. You know, you could see it in her eyes, the way she was looking at him. After Neve and Laura went outside, you know, they kind of like was flirty and stuff like that. And he even got a smooch before he left to go back into the car, which was cute. And the 2 month later update showed that they are progressing. He has paid her back. And it's real funny style because at the end of the day, he didn't even say or mention that he was the one who owed her money. He was saying how she was like, that right there is a little bit of a red flag, because that shows that he's not the most honest person. Because how you saying that she asking you for money, but at the end of the day, she's asking you for the money that you took from her. Like, that was like not cool. You know what I mean? Like, that right there would kind of make me be like, you're one of those, like, you know, you twist words and you play with them. Like, you can't really trust people like that because you never know what they're gonna do like that, and then just try to pretend like, well, I told you. You know what I mean? Nah, you ain't tell me, or you ain't say it. You ain't say the whole truth. You said part of the truth, which, yes, she asked you for money, but it was money that you owed her. Like, dude, where they do that at? Anyways, we're going to pretty much finish it off here. What y'all think about that episode? I mean, it looks like they're headed in the right direction. Maybe wedding bells are coming next. Who knows? All right, thanks so much, y'all. I'll see you guys on the next one. Laters.